Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of the Mission Matters Marketing Podcast, your source for all things marketing. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres. Keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, missionmatters.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have Lewis Goldstein on the line. He's the president over at Blue Wind Marketing. Lewis, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, man, so excited to get into today's topic. So we're going to talk about forming strategic alliances to grow and scale businesses. But before we get into that, I want to talk a little bit more about what you're doing over at Blue Wind Marketing. Tell us a little bit more about the company, please.
Yeah, definitely. So I started Blue Wind Marketing to help businesses with their marketing, advertising, and consulting. And our objective is to grow and scale businesses using that.
So, Lewis, I think that's a great transition. So let's, I want to just jump right into today's topic. So forming strategic alliances to grow and scale businesses. I think it's a unique angle and approach that you're taking. Where do you want to start this topic?
Yeah, so I think a lot of businesses just don't know much about it. I think it's a topic that isn't really discussed in business school or even when you start a business, if you don't go to business school. So the first idea is to be educated about that. Do you mind if I kind of share what it is?
Let's do it. That's what we're doing here. I'm in.
Perfect. Okay. So strategic alliances is a pretty broad term. It's the idea where you're forming an alliance that's strategic with another company. And so there's two ways to go about this. One could be for you to get new customers, clients, to sell new products, or it's to actually sell your products. So you could be what we call the list side or on the actual customer side, okay? And so the idea is if you are selling, say, wine and you want to be able to provide more value for your customers, you could sell accessories like wine aerators, chocolates, cigars, cheese, other items to your customers because if they already drink wine, they already trust you, you can use that trust or leveraging that trust to provide other products or services that complement but don't compete with what you're selling so you can increase your profit, increase your revenue, and increase your trust with your customers.
Man, it just makes so much sense, and I think one of the obvious things that are happening is how they talk about how all companies now have to think about themselves as a media company and how they're and what kind of other content. Or if let's just say you were always a consultant in the past and you did only one-on-one consulting, now you might think about an online course or all these other things. It's really about finding ways to provide different types of value to your end user.
Exactly. Different ways to provide value. Exactly. If you already have that trust with your customer base, with your clients, what else are they looking for? It's a great idea if you don't know, simply to ask them, what are you looking for either before you get in touch with me or after? And that can give you some ideas of potential industries or businesses to reach out to. And what you're doing is you're providing a lot of value. First of all, you're acting as you're basically providing, you're vetting out other companies on their behalf. So you're already doing the heavy lifting for them. And what you can do is you can negotiate with that provider and say, hey, we're going to bring you a lot of new business. Can you create some sort of special discount for a customer base? So you're giving them access to someone they may not know about and a discount that they probably wouldn't be able to get without you being involved.
So if somebody's listening to this right now, Lewis, and maybe they haven't really considered what this whole forming strategic alliances framework looks like or how it fits into their business, but right now you have their interest piqued. What is some of the low-hanging fruit or some of that something that they should just be thinking about today about if they want to start exploring that further?
Yeah, great question. So if you run a business, whether it's on the internet or not, I would ask yourself, do you have a list of customers? Do you have their emails? If you have their emails, then what you could do is, and if you already send out mailings, is look into other companies like yourself that complement what you're selling, that don't compete with you. I would look at and study if there's competitors in your market that are doing this already. I wouldn't be surprised, considering it's used by some of the most competitive companies in the market. And if there's not a company out there, then I would start to research other companies. Like, let's say you're a lawyer and you work with accountants a lot. Well, you could say, well, if our clients are looking for good accountants, we could refer them to accountants we work with. So research it and speak to your customers. Find out what they're doing. Ask them, is this something that would something they would value? And if that's the case, do a small test. Reach out to your best customers and provide that, on a maybe phone call or one-on-one email. See the response. Take note. Is there a way you can improve it before you promote it to a bigger audience? And then do that periodically. I would recommend doing that, say, every 3-4 months. And if it goes well, you can continue to find other strategic alliance partners who you can develop a long-term relationship with. And at the end of the day, it creates a win-win-win for everyone, for you, your customers, and for the other company.
Can you give an example, just to put a little bit of a meat on this, if you will? Can you give an example of and you don't have to give a company name or anything like that, but just an example of one of these type of partnerships that you've seen work in the past?
Yeah. So here's an example. A gold company. Gold company has a few thousand customers. They buy gold, silver, platinum from them. A lot of these customers buy these precious metals for investment. They like the peace of mind it gives them. Well, in fact, if you could partner up with, say, a diamond company that sells diamonds and expensive jewels and stones like that, then what you could do is you could talk to the diamond company, say, hey, we have a lot of customers who buy gold from us many, many years. They spend a lot of money. They're probably like your customers. They want to invest in good items, and diamond is a great item. Well, then what you could do is you can promote that diamond company through your website, through your email marketing, whatever the case is, and say, we'll give you a special gift, a bonus, a discount, whatever the case is that you come up with the diamond company. And what you would do is you would split the profits with the diamond company. So if, say, $1,000 is made in profit for every diamond sold, you would get $500 and they would get $500. So that creates a new profit center for you and for them, and it makes it so their acquisition cost is absolutely nothing.
Man, that's a great example, and I'm glad you went through it, and it's so succinct, but it's nuts and bolts, and I wanted you to build that out so that some of the people in their cars right now could start, or at their office or wherever they're listening to this, could start thinking about, like, what am I missing right now? What kind of strategic partnerships and or alliances are out there that I haven't even really considered? Like you're just leaving money on the table. So I love this. I love the thought process, Lewis. That being said, if somebody is listening to this and they want to learn more about working with you and your team over at Blue Wind Marketing, what's the best way for them to reach out and to connect?
Yeah, definitely. So why don't you visit us at www.bluewindmarketing.com, and there's a form there, or if you'd like, you can shoot me an email at Lewis, Lewis, at bluewindmarketing.com. And alternatively, I also put together a free weekly newsletter that comes out every Tuesday on some of the best content that I've discovered. It's to educate and inform, focusing on marketing and business. That interests you, come try it out. Absolutely free. You can check it out at lewisgoldstein.com, and the links should be in the show notes.
Fantastic. Well, Lewis, really appreciate you coming on the show today and sharing more about your background and all the great stuff you're doing over at Blue Wind Marketing. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, leave me a review on the Apple iTunes Store, and if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, Mission Matters Marketing, definitely give us a subscribe there, but also leave us some comments in the video. Love to know what kind of projects and things that you're working on. And Lewis, thanks again for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.